Danielle, long weekend, we're this close.
So close.
I'm going camping. I'm tenting.
Tenting.
So what do I need to bring?
Okay, sunscreen is a big thing.
Yeah, for me, for sure.
And you know what? Even these overnight lows as we head through long weekend are pretty reasonable in the double digits. So nice overnight. And if you can handle the heat, well, this is what we're dealing with for the weekend, because 25 today, we're going to get even warmer over the coming days here. We have gusts around 31 kilometers per hour right now. Downtown, we're sitting at 27 degrees, and Big Four having its grand opening sales event at Tazza Park. Tazza Park is at 26. Okay, for the next 24 hours, sunshine, sunshine, and more sunshine. Yes, a little gusty this evening, but that helps things feel a little more reasonable out there. Tomorrow will be even warmer. We're looking at a high of 26 degrees. And if you think that's warm, wait till you see the rest of long weekend. I'll show you that coming up.
Let's check in with Danielle again. Danielle, we had a little bit of taste of fall on Wednesday, but summer's back.
Yeah, and that was a big taste of fall.
Oh, yeah.
Just a one-day thing, but lots of rain, and it was sure cold. We are looking at a lot of heat. In fact, we're looking at cracking that 30-degree mark for long weekend. So it will be summer. Summer's back. Capital Chev's Sky Cam. You can see it's a beautiful day today. We've certainly had some cloud cover at times throughout the day, but temperatures have still been able to build out there as well. All right, before we get to temperatures, here's a look at maximum wind gusts for today. And yes, picked up a little bit here and there in Calgary. So at times we've had gusts around 40 kilometers per hour. Our maximum gust in Calgary, 46 kilometers per hour, 52 for Pincher Creek. So things are getting more reasonable in many communities, and in fact it will continue to be gusty for these next few hours, but tonight things will die down and it should be calm in most areas, including Calgary, tomorrow when we're talking wind. All right, 25 degrees right now in Calgary. That's already above normal. Normal is 20 degrees for this time of year, and we're going to keep going up and up. So looking at other communities and temperatures, 29 in Lethbridge, so close to 30 for Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and those high 20s as well. Milk River in through Brooks and Drumheller. Banff at this point is sitting at 23 degrees. Very different story what's going on to the north of us compared to what's going on here in the southern part of the province. So we have the ridge of high pressure that's building in, and that promotes that stability. So yeah, we have a couple clouds that have sunk in along the foothills here, but overall all this activity that's up to the north will stay up to the north because it's being redirected up and around us because of this ridge of high pressure. So again, other than a couple of clouds and a little wind here and there, we aren't looking at any real active weather for the entire long weekend. And here's the look at this ridge of high pressure here. It will continue to build in and strengthen for the long weekend. But I do want to draw your attention to Monday. Late Monday, you can see this pattern starting to shift out. So this is going to allow some instability and temperatures to drop, which is why by Tuesday, we're looking at a bit of a different thing. I'll show you that in the long range here, but let me just give you the hour by hour, and I'm going to just play this through. Keep an eye on your city. Calgary just looking at sunshine for these next couple of days. This plays through the weekend, but you can see what starts approaching on Monday. So by noon on Monday, this is what starts to get close. So that instability as that ridge breaks apart, bringing in some cloud cover. And by Tuesday, we're looking at some active weather later in the day. So the sunshine, the heat will hold out for a long weekend while we have this ridge of high pressure in place. All right, Capital Chev Sky Cam, our Capital Chev 5-day forecast for you. 26 degrees for tomorrow, which is similar to today. But then, as you can see, we get into the 30s for Sunday and Labor Day Monday as well. Monday, again, later in the day, those clouds will increase as that system approaches, and it will likely impact our weather for Tuesday. Tuesday, we're looking at late day thunderstorms possible, and check out the daytime high, 23 degrees.
Okay, Danielle, we had snow in the Rockies, but summer isn't over yet.
Right? A lot of people were preparing for fall because of what Wednesday brought, right? The cold weather, lots of rain, and even, yes, snow for the mountaintops. And today, I heard a lot of people quite shocked with how hot it actually felt out there, and it's only getting hotter from here. 25 degrees is the current temperature, also the daytime high, which is above the normal of 20 degrees. Not quite near a record of 32.4 for this day, but we will come close to that absolutely in the coming days here. All right, 26 degrees for tomorrow, all sun for Sunday as well, and it's a hot one at 30. 31 for Monday. Some clouds will creep in later in the day, and temperatures will cool down by Tuesday. So this hot summer weather will hold out for a long weekend.
Danielle joins us outside in the sunshine, and it looks like we may just have perhaps the best weather for a long weekend in quite some time.
That's right, Ian. We're going to squeeze every little bit of summer out that we can. And this weather pattern is going to hold up for the entire long weekend, which is going to allow temperatures to get warmer and warmer each day. Are you ready for the 30s? Because that will make its return. Hard to believe after the Wednesday we had this week when it felt like fall. We're in the mid-20s right now. It's a little breezy out here, and gusts could go up to about 40, even 50 kilometers per hour for these next couple of hours, and then things quiet down overnight. So for tomorrow, nothing but sunshine and a high of 26. Your full long weekend forecast coming up, Ian.
Thank you, Danielle. Danielle, it's going to be hot this weekend, and let's face it, there are a lot of people who feel they have endured enough heat already this summer.
Yeah, can you handle the heat is the question for this Labor Day long weekend. We likely won't see a heat warning issued for most communities, Calgary included, because the overnight lows will be about a degree below, because it's not just the daytime highs we look at, it's the overnight lows as well. But we're up there. It's going to be a hot one, especially for Sunday and Monday. I'll show you the long range in just a second here. It's a little gusty out there right now. You can expect these gusts to continue as we go through the next few hours. So even through the early evening hours, and then things will start to subside in the overnight hours, and the winds should be relatively calm everywhere in southern Alberta for tomorrow. Daytime high and current temperature, Calgary sitting at 25 degrees, 28 in Brooks, 29 in Lethbridge, and 27 in Medicine Hat. So a lot of heat today, and it will build and build and build and get hotter as we go here. We do have a few clouds that are just tracking down the foothills, but overall it's very stable thanks to this ridge of high pressure. And really what it's doing is basically redirecting all the clouds, the moisture up and around us. And that will be the story for pretty much the entire long weekend. Any active weather should hold out until Tuesday. All right, here's that ridge of high pressure. I'm going to play this through, and you can see it continue to build through the weekend, Sunday. The one thing I do want to show you is later on Monday and in through Tuesday, this ridge pattern will break apart. That's going to allow for some instability to creep in, the gusts to pick up, and the temperatures to cool. Before we get to the long-range forecast, I'll show you that then, but just to give you an idea of how this will look. So if you keep an eye on your area, you can see that as you go through the next few days, nothing really to talk about. However, late Monday is when this system starts to approach. That's going to allow the clouds to build in later in the day on Wednesday, and then by Tuesday we have the potential of thunderstorm activity. So here's your Capital Chev 5-day forecast. 26 degrees for tomorrow, and then check this out. A couple degrees away from breaking a record. 30 degrees by the time we get into Sunday. That comes with all sunshine. Later in the day on Monday, clouds will start to roll in. And then as you can see on Tuesday, that pattern will break apart. Temperatures will drop to 23 degrees and late day thunderstorms are possible.
Okay, Danielle, here's a question for you.
Okay.
When you're on the lookout for wildlife in Africa, which animal scares you the most?
Lions and crocodiles.
Yeah.
That's a lion
Okay.
swimming to get away from a hippopotamus at a national park in Zambia. A local safari company posted the video on Facebook and said the hippo likely felt territorial and threatened when it started chasing the lion. The lion escaped unharmed.
And hippos are so cute, but yeah, they're dangerous.
They seem cute, but I've heard rather nasty things about the hippos for sure. And speaking of animals you don't want chasing you, check this out. These are two black bear cubs and their mom having a great time in someone's backyard in Asheville, North Carolina. And here's some proof that there's no point climbing up a tree to evade a bear. They're pretty good at climbing trees. This was captured on David Oppenheimer's surveillance camera. He often gets bear footage like this and then posts it on his YouTube page. And look at those two cubs having such a great time up in the tree.
Ian, are you trying to scare us before a long weekend?
Yeah, because there are bears in the Rocky Mountains. So
Yes,
it's
careful.
a warning to all of us. It's just a warning, cautionary note. And our final trending item involves another animal, one that demonstrates how we're encroaching on their territory. This humpback whale put on a real show for tourists off the coast of Australia. Local regulations require boaters to turn off their engines when they're within 100 meters of a whale. This whale hung out near the boat for almost an hour.
Wow, what a show.
Absolutely. So the whale watching trip was extended by an hour or so, but I'm sure there were no complaints whatsoever.
No, it sounds like they're pretty excited.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, most of us are going into a long weekend, including the stock markets. Just
Capital Chev's Skywatch camera, lots of people headed out of the city to go camping or other plans to visit friends, family. This weather is absolutely beautiful, beautiful for travel, and this is not just in Calgary. This is in all of southern Alberta and lots of central Alberta. Currently, we are sitting at 25 degrees. It's our daytime high, which is well above normal. And the record for this day is 32.4 from 1996. We will come close. We will not break a record, but we will come close to these kinds of temperatures for Sunday and Monday. All right, here's a look at radar and satellite imagery, and what's happening up in central Alberta right now is just along the ridge of high pressure. So this ridge that is building in and will continue to build in and strengthen over these next couple days is going to redirect all of that cloud cover, moisture, anything up to the north of us. And for us here in the south end, it will be sunny, it will be stable, and temperatures will get warmer and warmer. Okay, so here's an idea of that. 31 degrees for tomorrow in Salmon Arm, 33 for Kamloops, nothing but sun for the southern interior BC. Edmonton looking at a high of 25, but there will be a little more cloud cover, Grand Prairie and through Edmonton area, because that's on the edge of the ridge of high pressure. For us in the south, winds will be calm, sunshine will be out, 26 degrees for Calgary, 26 for Lethbridge and Medicine Hat as well. Looking at that Capital Chev 10-day trend showing you even hotter temperatures for Sunday and Monday into the 30s. Then we take a dip, so this ridge pattern will break apart for Tuesday, allowing the likelihood of thunderstorms and cooler temperatures, but we'll get back into those higher 20s for Thursday and Friday of next week.